Hello guys, Sir Grindelot here with another update about my seasonal grind. This has changed. I finally decided to craft an astral shield. The reason is that I dropped a diamond headband with a fantastic roll. It was just a tier 5, but the roll was very good. And this improved my damage a lot compared to the old Lehander, whatever it was called. And unfortunately my astral shield by default had 0 slots, so I had to use all the demon fingers I had in the bank, plus I had to spend the oboli to make it a 4 slots. And in my last video I actually dropped a demon bone, a tier 5 demon bone, but I shut down the video very quickly because I wanted to make sure that it would not get corrupted by Easy Recorder. So I did not identify the stuff in the backpack. There was a demon bone, finally. So I crafted an astral sword. Of course I upgraded the demon bone to 40, infused it, and then upgraded again. And the astral sword gives me a lot of damage, really a lot, but for the time being I still want to farm with greed. To get better chances at legendary items and... what's the other thing called? Gold. Of course we want gold. My bar was all messed up because that's how I farm arena. I swap things around a bit, and I remove magic shield for the arena, because for the first few waves you don't really need it, and the latter waves they just one-shot you. So it makes no difference. And magic orbit doesn't deal enough damage in arena, so I just swap it out. And what I do is I circle around, spamming Meteor and Storm. Then, during downtimes or when I pick up the orb that increases damage, I spam multi-missile and just clear the room. It works well. I can now clear Platinum Arena in a reasonable amount of time, but I tend to prefer to stop at the 8th wave. So, like, when I reach the 8th wave, I kill the boss. Then on the first wave, the 8th stage, I kill the boss. Then on the 9th stage, I let monsters kill me on the first wave. Just because the last 2 waves, the last 2 stages, bloody names, they're much slower for me. My damage is still relatively low. So, I prefer to focus 1 to 8 in terms of stages, because they all go down fairly quickly, apart from the bloody Spider Queen. I don't know why they made her with so many hit points, but it's alright, I guess. Now we're grinding. We're back in the grind. What I want to find... well, the only piece of... When did I get this? Nah, piece of garbage. The only piece of equipment that I've not infused with anything yet is an Edon offer. And there are 2 options for me at the moment. Because I really want to get the last emblem. But for the last emblem I need to have all infused pieces of the legendary equipment upgraded to 40. So, if I want to keep the Edona ring without wasting crafting materials, I need to wait for Dragon Slayer bow tier 5, which is a bit difficult. The other thing that I could do is, since I have a couple of spellbounds at tier 5 in the bank, what I could do, I would just infuse them one on each other without upgrading first, then upgrade the resulting double spellbound, and equip the stuff, get the achievement, get the emblem, and then go back with the Edona ring. But I really hope that I will be able to find something decent. And it will depend on what I can get first, because if the first thing that I can drop is another Dragon Slayer bow, then no problem, we get the... we put it on the Edona ring, and our setup is almost complete. But if I find the second Edona ring first, I will do throwaway crafting, maybe, I don't know, throwing a weapon on it, or some other jewel that increases damage a lot. I believe I have tier 5 equilibrium in the bank. And like, if I found a second Edona ring That is a copy of this one. What's the name? Offer. If I found a second hand on an offer tier 5, I would probably infuse it with the Equilibrium, just because it's a huge damage boost. And then the day that I will find another Dragon Slayer tier 5, I will just recycle the one with the Equilibrium. Get back some of those sweet crafting materials. Let's turn off notifications for the time being. Oh, okay, here we go. Sorry, there are times that I cannot avoid replying messages from social media. This was one of those cases. Asking if the daughter had her medicals in the milk this morning, and the answer was yes. Daughter indeed had her medicals in the morning. She has a bit of cough. I wonder how. Where did she get it? Medicine is really a mystery. No one will ever know for sure. Wink, wink. No, it's not my fault. She's too little. I would just say that she gave it to me. So, we're okay, don't worry. Sir Grindelot will never lose the blame game with his own 16 months old daughter? Almost 16 months old daughter. No, wait, she's not 16 months old. Anir does not have 10 months. Anir has 12 months, so she's almost 18 months old. Yeah. Math is another one of those mysteries in life that no one will ever be able to unravel completely. But let's go back to AnimA, shall we? I actually forgot how many essence points do I have. Because yesterday before going to sleep I had quite a bit of farming. I found some decent stuff, including the tier 5 Equilibrium. How are we doing? 72,000. We need 137,000. That's not going to make it. I had a nice sip of milk tea. It should help my throat. It should help. But it's getting better. Fear not. I'm just recording this shortly after waking up, because this morning I have a bit of time before going to work, but I will have none after work. So this is basically the only time that I can do a grinding session and record it, to see if it will bring me any luck. Sometimes my grinding sessions are awful, sometimes they bring me immense joy. Let's see what this one will be like. Currently trash, mostly. And with the diamond headband that I dropped last night, another tier 5, with an exceptional roll, I'm at, I believe, 9 diamond headbands tier 5, 0 at tier 6. I have now finally dropped my first demon bone, which is very nice, and it was tier 5, which is not amazing, but it was perfect for my situation, since my Astral Sword is tier 5 as well. And I've not seen any Ember, apart from the tier 4 that I got. I think it was on the second day or first day, I don't really remember. What else did I get? Oh, I wrote in the comment, in the pinned comment of the last video, that another remarkable item that I found was a tier 6 Will of the Light King, which is very good, very good. I still don't know what I will use as my end game armor for this character, so having option is great. I now have a tier 6 Astral Armor, tier 6 Will of the Light King, a couple of tier 6, the new chest, the one that has speed, magic find, and I believe also gold find, and that one is really good for farming. But you lose survivability compared to Will of the Light King, you lose damage compared to Astral Armor, so it will mostly depend on the rest of my gear. If I could find some exceptional gear, in terms of like tier 6 rings, maybe like a Chaos Band or something, and Dragon Slayers, everything that I need, and tier 6 diamond headbands and all this sort of stuff, then maybe my damage and survivability will be good enough to allow me to wear the new chest in Indo something. I will call it Indo. Yeah, Indo. It starts with Indo, I don't remember the rest of the name. But it has nothing to do with, with Indonesia or India. I don't know. It's a name, but it's the Indo armor. It's the Indo chest. That's not what I'm looking for. That's not what I'm looking for. And last night, of course, after I upgraded the Astral Shield... no, not the Astral Shield. The Astral Sword. I found the Lehander... the stick, the wand, the scepter, whatever it's called. Which, of course, it became a Cabalite straight away. But for basically 2 weeks I used the Lehander shield. And I did not have a very good weapon to go along with it. And finally, now that I have a level 40 Astral Sword fully upgraded and infused, I found that weapon. The game is a troll, I keep saying it. The game keeps proving me right. Now that I infused my tier 5 Astral Shield with a very good diamond headband, I will probably drop a tier 6 Astral Shield. Maybe in this session. That would be the biggest troll ever, because there would be recorded... recorded proof of the event, but it may also happen during my commute to work. Because today, on the bus, I will be doing some Forgotten Realm grinding. I will try to go up a little bit to farm slightly harder content, because I can make it to... I can make it to the grave going on like this. I can make it to Reincarnation 15 fairly easily with Greed and with my previous shield. The new one improved my damage by like 30%. So I should be able to grind Reincarnation 15 Forgotten Realm dungeons slightly more easily, maybe. Survivability got a small hit. I lost some armor and a few hit points. I'm more worried about armor than hit points. But I should be doing okay, because the damage has increased by 40%, more or less. Ooh, is that... Oh, tier 5 Ember. We did it, boys! We got a tier 5 Ember! Yeah. This is for the Ember crew. For the people who have not played AnimA for more than 36 minutes and who claim that Ember is better than Demon Bone. This is for you. Are you happy, guys? Thumbs up, click like, and don't forget to subscribe, so maybe you will learn something about the game and you will understand that Demon Bone is better, and that Astral Sword is obviously better, and that even White Hilt is better. Like, almost every weapon in the game is better than Ember. No, that's too much. But there are better options. It's just... I have some beef with the people who... when some new player asks, what should I look for my mage? Oh, Ember. Ember is the best weapon. Like, everything else cannot even compare. And no, it's like... tier 4. It's like top weapon, Astral Sword. Second best one, White Hilt. Third best one, Demon Bone, which is the best infusion weapon. And then maybe there is Ember. Maybe. I say maybe because there is a new weapon that it's pretty good, but maybe only as an infusion. But, you know, if you're going up in levels and you find an Ember and it's the only weapon that you have available, you're doing okay. But don't go on Facebook claiming that it's the best one. It's not. You're just wrong. What's this? Another one. Well, there was a time that this was always a Cage of the Dark Lord, and this is indeed a Cage of the Dark Lord. Now, every now and then, I realize that, oh wait, it could be the new one. The new one, which is actually not too bad for Warrior. It looks pretty okay for me. But I don't plan to play Warrior anytime soon. I think that I will play Warrior only when basically the last missing thing on this character is the Astral Sword at tier 6. And I will only consider playing Archer when the only missing things are Demon... No, not Demon. Dragon Slayer bows. Dragon Slayer bows, yeah. Essentially what I did with my main non-seasonal character. I just could not find that stuff, and the moment I rolled the other 2 classes I found all that stuff almost immediately. Interesting design by the game designer. By interesting... let's say that I don't have many good words to say about it, but it is what it is. I'm always very critical of a game because I like it. In my head there are so many ways in which it could be improved. Not like huge changes, but minor changes here and there. So not seeing them in the game bothers me a bit, because it's not like, oh, the only way to make the game viable is to change the game engine and use Unreal Engine 2020 or something like that. No, that would be nonsense. But small balance changes here and there, some things made more convenient, quality of life improvement is what this game needs the most. We will see what the devs have for us. I was really hoping there would be new sets this expansion, but I think the new items are good enough. Oh, powerful enemies coming, what could it be? Hello. Every time that I read a powerful enemy is coming and it gets one shot, it makes me laugh. Like, I did it now, not just because I'm recording and I want to give you like a reaction to what just happened. Like, I chuckle even when I'm on the bus and I see a powerful enemy it's coming and he dies in one hit. I'm like, come on. It would be very cool if it was not just the Magister. They could add like the bosses from the regular map, let's say the old maps, or even the bosses from the new ones, just tuned accordingly for the reincarnation that you're facing. And so, every fight would be different. Still let them drop the Forgotten Key and the other thing, the Golden Keys, and it's good. A bit of variety. Not always a Magister. There are some cool bosses here. The Sand Lady under the temple, I will never remember her name and I will never remember the name of the map, I'm sorry. That one is a cool fight. It's one of my favorites. Like, you need to dodge the twisters on the map, but you also need to focus DPS on her, and as long as you're not able to one-shot her, but you are in a situation where you can actually kill her, that's an enjoyable fight. Azot is cancer, like, no, that fight is absolute cancer. Who else is there in the new maps? Well, Kral, of course, but we don't face Kral here, okay, please. Then there is the doggy, the three-headed doggy, which used to be the gatekeeper for a while. Because when they released the new areas, the doggy had so many hit points that a lot of people struggled to kill it. Especially with the old equipment. So yeah, he was a sort of a gatekeeper for the final areas of the game. And then there was Kral, which was a fun experience, especially if you were playing Warrior. If you're playing Warrior and you've never reached Kral before, may God have mercy on your soul. If you go back to watch my Warrior videos, my Warrior's gear was excellent. I wouldn't call it exceptional, but excellent. Because I spent months farming with my mage, to the point that for the Warrior I had Astral Best in slot for many of its items. Like, I'm only missing an Astral Queen of Blades, but I had a couple of Astral Unidas, Astral Hephaestus, Astral, a lot of stuff. And the fight with Kral, I think it took me almost 1 hour. I wanted to die. Also because I didn't need it. Like, you don't need to kill Kral. It's just an extra boss at the end that you do to challenge yourself. And I was like, I want to see... Like, this warrior is dealing huge amounts of damage. Like, if I went... considering the single target damage that I was doing with the Whirlwind, it was like, wow, this is so much better than multi-missile. If I go, like, by single damage. I wonder how it will perform with Kral, since I can only hit it once at a time, unlike multi-missile, which hits a million times. And yeah, the result was not a good time at all. It was around the time that I could kill Kral in 5 to 6 minutes with the mage, with very good endgame gear. And the warrior with similarly good endgame gear to basically 1 hour. I only did it once. No more speedruns, Kral speedruns with the warrior for me. I'm done with that nonsense. Not even double attack would help, because if you spam a Whirlwind, you're actually dealing more damage than double attack. Because double attack has a quick animation, while Whirlwind, it hits as fast as you can tap the button non-stop, and you can do it much more quickly than the animation from double attack. So the damage that I was doing with my warrior was as high as I could do. Well, not necessarily, in the sense that if I respect my warrior to warrior mage, and removed everything that made it a warrior, and used the equipment from my mage, then yeah, I would have been able to kill Kral in, I don't know, maybe 10 minutes instead of 1 hour. Yeah! Warriors of the world, rejoice. I want to recycle you, okay. I know you don't agree, but I really want to recycle you. I'm afraid Tier 5 Ember will go, Cage of the Dark Lord will go. Certitude, what's this? Plus 3 to all abilities. Okay. Is it good though? I don't know. But I will keep it. It's the first one that I see. I believe. Maybe you will tell me, Sir Grindalot, in episode number 2 you dropped one, and I don't remember it at all. Maybe I instantly recycled it, but it's a new drop, I will keep it. Even if it's just tier 5, and it feels a bit bad to keep a tier 5 thingy, but... Oh, this one should not be in the bag. It should be in my crafting area, which is more or less here. More or less. I don't know, let's do this one. No, I don't want to put in the bag. Was it this one? No, but 459 we wait a bit. 459, let's chill out, please. Ah, precious liquid. Referring to the milk tea, of course. Or any tea in general. Let's see. It doesn't look like a huge map, which is good. It's something that I approve. It's currently... Well, it's 7:45 in the morning. Probably have another 15 minutes to grind. Then I will need to call it for this session. We are 23 minutes... Oh yeah, we will definitely be in safe range from AZ Recorder. I should actually give a try to the Asus recording app, because the ROG phones and my phone, the Zenfone 7, they come with a sort of gaming app that allows you control refresh rate of the screen, frames per second, and all that sort of stuff. And it also has a recording function. Maybe it will not have the same issue as AZ Recorder, I don't know. I will try it. Maybe... Oh! You actually gave me a great idea, guys. And by you guys, I mean I had it, but only because I was making this video to share on YouTube, so we kinda had it together. Since I cannot do... like, I cannot talk while I grind on the bus, but I can usually grind for more than 1 hour, because my commute to work is longer than 1 hour, I could record. I could record it using the Asus app and see if a file gets corrupted again. If a file gets corrupted again, then it's a problem with the phone and with the memory management and I have no idea how to handle it. But if it doesn't get corrupted, then maybe I will just destroy AZ Recorder from my phone, and I will sue the developers, because why not? And then I will just use the Asus app. I'm curious to see if it's a Xanidia. We did it! My first Xanidia! Yay! Not bad at all. Not bad at all. I would not mind to infuse the Xanidia on my Edona ring, but I don't want to be in the position that, like, I infuse the Xanidia, which is okay. Not great, but okay. It even gives Magic Find, which is nice. And then I find a Dragon Slayer bow, and I'm like, come on, seriously? It would not be bad, because it's like +3 to all skills, some intellect, and Magic Find. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. As an infusion, don't throw away your Xanidia if you are in the early stages of the game. As a weapon to use, it's awful because it's two-handed, meaning you give up the shield slot. It's a number of those things that the devs should rework a little bit, because no one would use a Xanidia. Unless it's like your first character ever, or your first seasonal character, and after you kill the first 3 zombies you drop a Xanidia, then, okay, use it for a while. It's probably good enough for a while. But no one would ever use it as the weapon of choice for farming. But as an infusion, not bad at all. I had it for some time on a Demonic Guard, and that was a lot of Magic Find. Like 6 Divine Topazes and the Xanidia infusion. It was very good for farming. Here I was slightly concerned for a moment, but everything went well. I was very concerned. At first I was lagging, which is weird, because my phone doesn't usually have FPS issues. And then I was like, oh my god, my hit points are getting low. But we did it. What reincarnation is this? 14, level 424. Still fairly easy. Things tend to melt. I just lost a little bit of survivability, so I need to be slightly more cautious than yesterday night. Lost about 100,000 armor, which is 15% armor more or less, compared to what I have earlier. Lost a little bit of hit points, but a very low amount, so that's not a huge issue. Okay. Oh, I still want to save up the golden keys. That's why I have not run it yet. I know that I used to run the golden keys the moment I dropped them, when I was doing, Forgotten Real Dungeon runs with my mage, but I want to save them for when I have at least 20,000 magic and gold find. Now we're at 15,791 magic find, which is okay. It's not great, but we don't have the divine gems. We have perfect gems, and divine gems will be a nice boost. And we're also missing some gems on our equipment because I'm still missing one here. I have not infused I've not created a slot there yet. It will probably be the last one that I craft, just in the off chance that I get a tier 6 Dragon Slayer bow. But we shall see. Oh, and of course, before the single slot in the Aether, I want to complete the Astral Sword. The Astral Sword currently only have one, I believe, so I need to drop or purchase 3 Demon Fingers. Purchasing is 3 million, which, now that I complete the Platinum Arena, is not awful, but every minute you spend in the arena is a minute that you are not spending making good amounts of gold or finding new loot. So if possible, I would prefer if the game could be so kind to give me some Demon Fingers. Okay. Bottom left. From I didn't notice there was this direction open, and I was extremely confused. Oh, is it going to be my first tier? No. No. So many of that sniper thing today and yesterday. Really, really a lot. And it bothers me that it has the same skin as the diamond head. I always get slightly triggered by that. Just slightly, it's not a huge issue, but... I think that if my first Astral helmet at tier 6 has that skin and it's not a diamond headband, then I will be very triggered. Like, very, very triggered. Hopefully I will not record that moment. What's this? Stop giving me stuff that I don't need. Can we get one drop that I would like? Like, we saved up that that infusion thing. What was it? A necklace, maybe, amulet, whatever. I don't even know if I will ever use it. What's this? Oh, nice, Vala. Not really nice, but I want to save up tier 6 Vala the stuff just in case I get to the point that I'm better off using the devastating blow stuff. But we shall see. I honestly have no idea about the duration of the season. Like, the devs didn't say anything. When people ask, the devs don't mention it. So I wonder if season is like 1 year, and we will all wish we never started it. Then it will be a slow and eternal slog. Or if it's like 1 month and everyone needs to be, we gotta go fast! I need to find the drops! But I really have no idea. No clue at all. Any extra gold here? Some chests? Some gold? Oh no, I'm rank 70 instead of 69! Not nice. Not nice. Another sip of tea. Gives me energy. Gives me power to keep going. My god, I need to go to work in like 10 minutes. It's okay. Grinding is necessary. Work is optional. Sort of. Like, you can take a day off from work. But if you have a day off from work, what you will be doing? You will be grinding. So, which one has the priority? Checkmate, my friends. Sort of. And also checkmate my bank account. Yeah, that was not a very good idea now that I think about it. Like, if you're homeless and broken, like, you cannot pay your phone and internet bill, you cannot grind. It feels bad, man. Maybe work, like, if you make a priority list of things to do, is just 1 tier above grinding. Just 1 tier above it. But it's very close. Like, you need to go through a philosophical discussion with your inner self to actually find the real truth of the situation. It's not as obvious as most people would make it. Like, of course you need to work first. No, it's more in depth than that. But yeah, you need to get a job in order to grind. Unless grinding is your job, in which case checkmate me. Like, really. I will never recover. I mean, it was not a terrible grinding session. Not terrible. Got a Xanidia, which can be a decent infusion. Got an amulet that I think I've never seen before. Got a tier 6 Valad chest. Is it called Valad chest? Valad's flesh. I will never remember that. What else did we get? A golden key, which is nice. I'm currently not paying a lot of attention on golden keys because I know that I will not be running them for quite some time. And it always feels like a nice surprise when I open the last tab of my bank and I have a look at the keys. I'm like, oh, I have quite a lot. That's nice. And then I forget about them. Then after a couple of days, I have so many. Nice. So it always feels like a gift. You should try it. Hopefully at least one of them will give me something different, decent. One of them, please. Of course, if I find something insane like +2 to all abilities, +2000 magical damage, and +6 magic find, I would not use it on the random equipment here. I would wait until this character becomes a regular character, and I would transfer that enchantment on the astral equipment of my non-seasonal character. I'm sorry, character here, but you will have to wait. 56%. So not only an arcane passage, but also a pretty beefy arcane passage. Okay. We will keep that in mind. Next time that the devs release some new in-game purchases, I'm like, yeah. I would have bought this. But remember that day that I had to go to work and you gave me an arcane passage with 5 million monsters on a map the size of Texas? Yeah, I think I'll not make the purchase. How about that? Unless the purchase is a pet that lets you skip the dungeons that you don't like. That would be okay, that one I would purchase it. I have not bought the melee damage pet. I'm not a melee guy in this game. Actually, it's not melee, it's physical damage. But the playstyle of archer is so similar to mage. I'm not looking forward to use archer as an endgame class, unless they nerf mage into oblivion. But that would be so dumb, with like 2 physical damage classes and 1 magical damage class, and you nerf a magical damage class. It's like, come on. Go back to game design school, please. I believe this will be my last map. Yeah. I need to go outside roughly 1 minute ago. But it should be okay. The reason why I have a bit of time this morning is that my motorbike slightly committed seppuku by itself. So I need to take it to the repair store, which opens at 8:30. So there is no way I can go to work like with the motorbike in its current status. I would be a bit late today, but it's okay. That's why I managed to sneak in a grinding session in the early morning. If you hear some birds in the background, it's because today the weather is decent, and so they're very happy. They're very, very happy. It's still raining a bit, but not as hard as the previous days. So instead of living in what feels like a swimming pool, we live in a slightly wet area right now, and the birds are like, wow, this is the best it has ever been. I know that I dropped a ring with a very interesting skin, but I want to keep it last. Like, after I clear this map, I will identify that ring and all the rest of the nonsense in my backpack. Then I will be going outside and call it a day for the videos. I will be editing this one later, so you will see it a bit late. Yeah, there will be no other recorded grinding session today, apart from the experiment on the bus. Nice amount of legendary drops this map. Must have been a good multiplier. I didn't check it at all. I should, but I didn't check it at all. Very big map. Again, back at the microtransaction discussion. Hello guys, would you like this new pet that we released? Wait, where should I go? Not this way. Oh, I see it. And I will be like, well, do you remember the giant arcane passage with 25 million mobs? Followed by a gardens map with zombies and dogs in the billions? I think the purchase of whatever you released might have to wait. Sometimes I have a feeling that instead of being an algorithm, there is someone spying on you. And they just want to screw you. It's like the God of Tetris video. Look for God of Tetris. It's funny and very realistic. It's probably how things go in video games and also in real life. I will not spoil it for you if you have not seen it yet. I should actually check if that's the name of the video, but I believe it is. But, you know, the fact that I will not be uploading this video right away is good, because I will be editing later it at night, well, in the evening after dinner, and I will listen to this part, and I will be like, oh yeah, I need to remember, is it the right name? And then I will check it, and if the name is not God of Tetris, but something slightly different, I will write it in the description. While if I was in a rush to do it right now, maybe I would be like, yeah, that's staying in no matter what. And people would never find the video and enjoy its glory. Could we come to the end of this map, please? I'm tired of zombies and dogs for the most part. Yesterday I had such a weird run in the evening after dinner. Forgotten Realm Dungeons, the monster population was very varied. It was different from map to map. But as a map design, I got the catacombs 11 times in a row. I have no idea how it's possible. Like, statistically speaking, it's insane, but that's what it was. Okay, let's see the nonsense that we have. Trash. The new one, we can keep it. Trash. A double Xanidia, okay. No Xanidia for basically 2 weeks and then double Xanidia. Trash. Let's keep the ring last. It's tier 6. Oh, no. What are you? Macam. Hello, guys. Sir Grindalot here. Oh no, wait. That's the start of a video. Sir Grindalot is checking out. Wishing you all happy grinding, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Take care. R.I.P. this line.